So yeah, I don't know what's going on, but we're streaming on Twitch, so I guess that's what it is. Anyway, we got some painting to do, so now we're good. Seems to be good now. All right. So yeah, I've been working on this avian rider print, painting, whatever. I started working on it some time back, but had to kind of pause it all. Had to kind of pause a lot of stuff, so we're a little behind on things. So let's just dive into it here. Alrighty. All right. All right. Hot. Just can't seem to get things going here. So yeah, I think I talked about it a little bit on stream before. I have like a little gallery thing going up in the end of the year, and this is one of the pieces that I would like to have for it. So I gotta kind of turn the crank on all this stuff here. Yeah, we get some like commissions we're working on, but I'm also trying to book commissions for further into the year also. And yeah, so we're booking commissions if anyone's interested in stuff. We are back to a normal-ish schedule. Hopefully commissions shouldn't take as long as they have been, unfortunately. I still don't know if people prefer the static canvas or the zoom, like the me constantly zooming in and out or whatever. I don't know what you guys prefer. Feel free to let me know in the chat if you so wish. I currently have it in a separate workspace so that like you don't see me zooming and rotating and all that stuff, because I just feel like when it comes to making videos, it's easier to edit. But if it's more boring, then I'm not gonna. It's not like it's like dramatically easier. Oh, thanks for stopping by more of the Coven. I appreciate you swinging by and just saying hi. And thank you. I'm glad you like it so far. Yeah, I got a ways to go, but I'm excited to see it come together. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, and it feels good to be back streaming. Little rough, but we'll get the hang of it as we get back into it more frequently. I feel like that pinky should be just a little closer. Thanks for coming by, Heroic Antagonist. I really appreciate you swinging by. And I totally get it. Good luck with the meetings. Really appreciate you when people stop by and just say hi. It's awesome. Yeah, sometimes like it's been really crazy just kind of like rushing around a bit, trying to get a lot of things done all at once. Kind of feels nice to slow down and just like do this a little bit at a time, you know. Gonna brave the weeds that is Pinterest and try to just look up some references for armor. But my god, is Pinterest so brutally awful now. Pinterest has become the worst ever since like the AI stuff is really bad. And it's unfortunate because Pinterest is like a really viable resource for artists, you know. So it's just unfortunate that it's not as, I don't know, the waters have gotten so muddied, and you can't filter it out either, like you can with like Google. Like Google lets you can type in exceptions, at least for now, until they, you know, make you not be able to. Colors should the scarf be? I feel like I could lean into the theme of like the blue heron and like do like a really vibrant blue. But I'm like kind of like feeling like a yellow. Maybe we can just try it. We'll do a separate layer. Just mess around. See what colors we like. Like, I feel like it needs to be something flat, right? Like, it needs to be like a big pop of something. Like a pop of yellow or like a good blue. But like no pattern, you know. Once again, thanks everyone for coming by the stream. It's our first stream back after a bit of a break again. Hoping to get really back into it. We got 2 streams this week. Different than our usual schedule of Monday and Wednesday. We're doing Tuesday and Thursday this week. Gonna probably be spending them working on this piece. I just feel like I have all these sketches that I really enjoy, that I find very wonderful, that I really want to just dive into. And they need to get done, so. Felt good to come back and immediately get a spam message. Ichigo Dave, welcome to the stream. We got visits from all the classics. Thank you, everybody. I really appreciate you coming out. Dude, the first message is like, hello, sorry to bother you, but I want to help you expand your audience. And I'm like, nah, I'm good with like my 3 viewers or whatever. I'm chill, thanks. I'm not looking to have that. Like, if people like what I do, that's fine. But I'm not about to hunt out popularity, you know. I don't think massive popularity would be a good look for me. I don't think I could wear it well. Somebody said, I can't remember where. It was in a chat somewhere that they were just like, basically saying like, I don't know why you're not more popular or whatever. Like a very kind compliment, like underrated or something like that. I think I'd rather be that. I think I'd rather be like, why isn't he more popular? Kind of like that vibe. It's like kind of punk, but like not, you know. It's like underground. I don't know. Kind of dig it a little bit. Like, it's cool to be appreciated and like have people really like your art. And of course, obviously, popularity would be nice, would be fine. Um, but I would like to just stay comfortable. Yeah, that too. Yeah, you'd have to start banning followers for sure. Yeah, and you'd also have to start like catering. I don't know. I feel like right now I'm at this sweet spot where it's like I have enough of a following to like make a living, getting clients and stuff. But I don't have such a huge following that I have to like try to, you know, do an algorithm, like like finagle my way through an algorithm and stuff like that. Like I feel okay with where I'm at. Like, do I want my YouTube videos to do more than 30 views or whatever? Yeah, of course. It'd be cool to get like 200, like, but we're not there yet with the YouTube videos. We haven't done them in a long time. I don't post them as often as they probably want me to. There's a lot of stuff that factor into it, but yeah, no, I'm good. The only thing I really want to keep growing is like the Patreon. I really want to get to a point where I feel like I could do more of the things that I hoped to do with it. Like right now I feel like we're kind of in this like doing some stuff that like I think are really interesting to people, but like you're not able to like, I don't know, it's hard to describe because it's like if you don't do the stuff you won't gain more followers, but I also feel like I can't invest more than I already am, so like yeah, I guess we're kind of at where we're at, and that's okay. I really like the little community we started, but I can see where I need to go in order to grow it, and I have to just kind of figure out when I can make that strategic move, I guess. Like I would love to do more. Like I have last minute minis going, like so it's like a downloadable minis that you can do for your home games. I would love to do more of that with like dungeon maps. I would love to do postcards that you get, like people do like monthly cards. My brother has a really cool Patreon where you get monthly art cards. I would love to do one where it's like a monthly, maybe bi-monthly, because I want to do like full cover art stuff, and then like just on the flip side of it is like a one-page little quick dungeon kind of thing, little like one-page dungeon kind of stuff. I would love to do stuff like that people get in the mail. Yeah, so I would love to do more of that stuff. So hopefully we can keep growing it. It would be so cool to get to like 50 followers. I mean, I know followers are free, but like my hope is to kind of like get away from just social media and use that as like a blog thing. So even free followers helps. But yeah, I mean, paying followers helps the most, obviously. But yeah, I'm cool with either. I'm grateful either way. I mean, I am liking the yellow scarf. I don't know if it goes with like herons, because herons are blue typically. I don't know if that like fits the theming well. I dig it. Kind of like the idea of going against the theming a little bit. So Yeah, so the gallery I'm doing is all focused on the world of Valara, which is the world for another tabletop game I've been making, Pages of Fate, um, which is like more of a tabletop cooperative adventure game. And this character is, I haven't quite figured out how to work it in mechanically, but it's not a main character. It's kind of like almost like an NPC or a character that can like join you or help you. So like there's a couple characters that are like that in the game currently, where it's like they can be villains, or they can be persuaded to join you for a bit of the quest. And I was kind of thinking of that for this character as well. Or it's just like some art to fill out the world. But yeah, so the gallery I'm doing is all focused on that world. I'm going to do the world map that I have like 80% done or whatever. And I'm going to do pieces that all kind of fill out that world a bit. And they're all going to be art for like the game and stuff. But yeah, so the backstory to this is they're just the Avian Riders are kind of the protectors of the northern Quillwild Gate, which is in the northern. There's these stretch of cliff, like really tall, jagged like cliffs that jut out from the water, and that's kind of the nesting house of these almost mythical avian beasts known as Hallions, which are like eagle horses, and they kind of all rest there, and they are protected by other avian creatures like these giant herons and other stuff. And the Avian Riders kind of like are the scouts that monitor that area. That's kind of the vibe that I'm doing with them. Thanks. It is fun when you like have your own world and you're just kind of like, I have this cool idea for a thing. How can I tie it into the world somehow? And you just kind of like go down this rabbit hole of like how they weave in. But I have another piece that's going to be in it, but they don't really weave in anyway. It's more just like something that happens in the world kind of thing. I shared the sketch of it recently on Patreon on the last Whip Wednesday post. Kind of talked about it. This frog rider kind of thing. I had some red in there. Actually, we're working with cool, so we should add some blue. So yeah, it's fun to kind of build out the world a little bit, even if a lot of it probably won't even be used in the game proper, at least initially. It's cool to kind of have some stuff banked for like if there's ever expansions and stuff. And it's hard because like the initial game has been taking a long time to make, just because scheduling and all that. It's kind of been hard to find the time to make this game, which is sad but true. But I've been having so much fun with Rune Rally at the moment, and even that got delayed because of being sick and stuff. So I'm excited to kind of get back to all that, and I'm excited to be back at commissions and stuff. For anyone just joining us, we were working on an original piece of art, Avian Rider, riding on a giant heron. Basically just kind of doing some little detailing here and there, just kind of having fun with it. chilling out, talking about stuff. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, so I definitely want to get back to Rune Rally 2 because that was on the schedule for being done in April. And we have still a little bit to go. We have some tracks that need to be finished and just kind of like tightening up like box art and stuff. I would love to get a final prototype. Oh yeah, I did. I did update my Twitch panels. I'm trying to do this like little subtle rebrand thing that just gradually shifts as I can do it. And yeah, there's some panels at the bottom that I updated that have the rules and my current commissions. I'm actually doing a commission sale, and that's the sale price. And I think if that might change back after April to the old price, but that's the current sale price. I'm running a commission sale for all this month for bookings out of the whole year. So like if people book for June in this month, they'll get it at that price instead, etc. So even if slots fill up for the month, you could still get the sale price of the commission. And then they can join the Patreon and stuff. And I'm glad you dig them. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun with this like retro aesthetic. It's been a lot of fun to kind of just mess around with that. Try to bring some of that blue back in. Don't want to do too much because she's the focus, so you want to keep most of the stuff. Let's also do her face a little bit. Scarf though, look at that, crispy, looking good. Put that blue in there. One thing I always wanted to do is like do more like just big strokes with painting, and I don't really do that a lot. I feel like I tighten it up a little too much. I wish I could loosen up a little bit. I feel like there's a lot of tension in my paintings. Not necessarily in a bad way. It's just like they're just. I really spend a lot of time on like refining and smoothing, and I know it's something that I always am working on, but that's what it is at the time. God, it's so funny how much just like painting a little scarf like really brings a part of that painting out. Like it's really cool to see it kind of together, like seeing the final or a final or detail bit. I love to do that with paintings. So I do intend on making this a free download on Patreon. So for people that are interested in getting a print quality piece that they can print at home, or just, you know, a higher quality one they can use for wallpaper or something like that, this will be up there when it's done. And, you know, it'll probably be available as prints and stuff like that too, in the usual spots. Yeah, I just feel like it helps me kind of get to the finish line a little bit. Like I feel like if I just iron out the details in like one section, I can like see the potential of the whole piece. And it's funny because like when I was in school, it's like they always teach you to not do that. You know, it's like you want to really hammer out the structure of everything first. And I kind of do that. Like I kind of get to that point where I'm like, all right, like I get to a point where I feel comfortable, where I'm like, all right, I can see it enough. I kind of get it. But I think it's not as far as like, you know, they probably are trying to teach you to do. But like that's a lot of like, I feel like that's like what most art is like finding your comfort zone in your art. Not necessarily doing exactly what you're taught to do. Even like core principles can be bent, you know, it's like you don't need to do exactly. I've been reading Color and Light by was it James Gurney, the guy who does like Dinotopia and stuff. And even him in the book, he's like yeah, there's these principles, like, but like there's a lot of times where it works where you don't follow those principles, like where you break those principles. Like a lot of the time, like a lot of paintings work, they do like cool to warm. So it's like you start cool in the back, and you kind of warm toward the figure. And he's like gave examples of times where like it's better to do the opposite, you know, start with cool and go up, lead up to warm, or lead back to warm. And it's cool to kind of see, like, even in a book that's like encouraging you to like follow these principles, like to also have a section where they're like, nah, you don't need to. It's been a really cool book to read. The issue is it's so dense, really want to like take it all in. And I don't own it at the time. I'm considering buying it, but I don't own it. I just rented it from the library, and I've had to renew it a couple times just to kind of really like take a minute and read it. All right, so she has this like collar bit. I always feel bad, like if people come check out the stream, and I wonder if they're like expecting me to like be like working super fast and getting this whole piece together and stuff. And like I'm just taking my time. I'm in no rush. I'm going real slow with it. So apologies ahead of time if you were expecting big swaths of this painting to be done. I'm enjoying the process on this one. Also, if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask away about process or ideas or whatever. Go for it. As long as, you know, you're respecting the rules, being appropriate. Just kind of add a little bit of sunlight there to it. Gotta remember the sun's like coming almost behind, but like behind front. Weird angle. It's essentially coming from like let me just draw it really quick as a reminder. It's essentially coming from like here-ish, kind of doing a little bit of that, a little bit of backlighting, a little bit of front lighting. You know, you kind of have this area, you know, you'll see a little bit of, you know, back and stuff. That's kind of where we're at with the lighting. Of course, we bend those rules a little bit for impact on a piece. We're not trying to be super rigid, you know. So I think in her outfit is kind of where I'm going to add the blue. Like, wondering if I should do like a, let me just kind of messing around with the colors again here. Kind of do like that, the darker spots now would be And then we can do like, we could either do like a lighter blue, right? We can either go like navy with this one. You can either go, yeah, navy with this one. Kind of vibe. Let's just get it all. And we'll clean all this up and stuff. But, and then we could do like, we could do like a sky blue. I was kind of thinking white, but it's worth checking out, you know. So let's just kind of, let's see if we can get it a little more blended here, make a little more sense. Just kind of get this all feeling like it actually belongs there, you know. Bring a little bit of that background in. Just really going for the details today. Welcome to the stream, Zibby Dice. How am I saying this? Zibby Dice Mill. Let me know if I'm saying that wrong. Thank you for joining the stream and welcome. Yeah, it was cool. Thanks for checking it out. Yeah. Ichigo Dave. Yeah, 2/2 with flying for sure. I think so. If this is a magic card, I would say, yeah, 2/2 with flying, but if you tap 1 mana or 2 mana every turn, you can create a bird token. I feel like that would be sick. Just summon more birds all the time. And yeah, Zibby Dice, I am doing good. I hope you're doing well as well. So, Jamil, very cool. Thank you for the clarification. I will try to remember that. Thank you. Yeah, just gotta get to... Oh my goodness, I just opened up recording software on accident. Ah! Alright. Glad you're digging it, Gemwell. Like, I'm digging it too. I'm really happy with it so far. We're working a little bit on the, just kind of the finer details and stuff here. Just kind of, just looking up really quick. Where are we? I wanted to look up, I have, you know, Pinterest boards and stuff for references, and there was armor that kind of had this pinstripe look that I kind of used as a reference earlier. I just want to kind of check it out, kind of see the folds and stuff. Always helps to kind of use some references. And if I go on this rant every stream, if you're an artist and somebody tells you not to use references, they're holding you back. That's all they're doing. They're not being helpful. They're just perpetuating their own guilt onto you. That's not fair. You know? Use references. They're a handy source, and unfortunately, we're kind of, with AI kind of infecting everything, we're kind of losing on that that viable source. Because nothing's a true reference right now at the moment. It's really hard to find true references without tons of legwork in terms of trying to get things, you know, going through all these hurdles. And it's a shame, really. Let's do this. Just kind of using that really quick. Just kind of clean things up. I'm just like, so like it's so hard to be like, I have to wait a couple days to work on this piece again, because I really do enjoy painting it. Every time I come back to it, I'm just like, yeah, I really like this. That is kind of the hard part about like freelancing and not just like doing this, you know, for a hobby or whatever. Just kind of timing when you can eke in the time to do this, and also, like, you know, sometimes prioritizing it. You know, it's important to kind of still make that time, but you don't want it. It's a balance too, because you don't want it to be like a huge distraction that it takes away from like your actual obligations. You know. Lines are a little muted, a little too muted at the time. Oh, so this is a digital painting. I did start with a pencil sketch. I wonder if I can pull it up. Let me see. So so you will see some pencils on here, some of the graininess from the pencils. I'm just kind of painting over it. Let's see if I can find the pencil sketch, and I'll show you. Might just be in like my downloads folder. Hold, please. Yeah, so here, let me see if I can do this. One sec. There. So this is the pencil sketch. This is the original pencil sketch of the piece. And then I kind of brought it in, cleaned it up, got rid of the little thumbnails in the corner. And now we're painting it digitally. And that's kind of the whole piece so far. So that's where we're at, you know. So yeah, I usually work digitally. I'm trying to learn traditional a little bit. I do colored pencils when I do traditional, a lot of acrylic bases and colored pencils. I've been kind of doing a couple things here and there. Colored pencils feel a little safer for me right now, so it's been fun to kind of work on it, work on honing that craft. And I also use like I primarily use like one brush for everything, one digital brush, and it just kind of looks like this when you paint it. So it has a little bit of a graininess to it, but you can also kind of like cake it in, blend it. You know, it really is a handy brush, very versatile. So, but when I do digital sketch with it, if I go really fine, it just works like a pencil, you know, just kind of works how I want it to. So I really do enjoy this brush here. It is shameless plug time. If you do enjoy what I do and you love supporting artists and, you know, just being a rad person, you can follow my Patreon, patreon.com/creativeoutpouring. You can follow it for free. There's a link or a QR code in the panels down below in the stream. Feel free to check it out. If you want to go even further in your support, you can become a paying member for $2 or $5 or $10. $10 is a print club tier, but I'm currently not doing any prints for the print club tier at the moment because the person that's in the print club tier doesn't actually, they just want to support at that level, so I'm not doing prints for that. But if more people join it, I'll keep asking if people want to do it. But yeah, digital download tier is at $5, and there's more exclusives than that. There's more stuff there. But it essentially, all that support, all the followers and stuff, kind of treat it like help me kind of get away from the social media and help me focus on, you know, making art and making games. And hopefully the more we have in that community, the more we can just, you know, focus on that stuff that actually matters, you know. Well, I appreciate you coming by. So thank you very much, Gemel, and get some rest. And yeah, we'll be back Thursday. Same time, unfortunately, so it might still be really late where you are, but I appreciate you coming by for any amount of time or just checking it out. So thank you. And yeah, get some rest. It's so hard when you zoom in and try to look at like what you sketched, and it's just like all this like blur. You're just kind of guessing. No, I think I do like the color scheme overall. I think I will keep... Do I want to keep the light blue? I don't know. I'm torn. I kind of like the idea of doing like a white or a cream. Let's see if I can bring that in a little bit. Let's just see. Let's see if that's any better. Yeah, I think I like that more. So I was also going to take some streams to play Eden Chronicle, but I haven't gotten the physical copy yet. So that might be, I don't know when I'll get it. Like whenever I get it, I would love to stream it, because that is a game I've been really looking forward to. And yeah, if we have the time, I'd love to dive in and play that. I feel like I've been looking forward to anything from the creators of the Suikoden series since 5 came out, and like, what was it, 2005 was the last one? 2006? Jeez. Nothing makes you feel older. So this is... So I'm really trying to pack in a lot of like texture and stuff in her outfit. Like these shoulder bits here, the connecting shoulder bits, are going to be leather. Actually, are supposed to kind of go up here like this. Kind of like overhang. It's going to be a lot of like subtle little stuff like that that I'd like to include. A little bit. I do love painting armor. It is fun to kind of just like mess around with the lighting and all that stuff. Gosh, thank you all for coming by and checking out the stream. This has been great. It's been nice little welcome back. Feels good. Good vibes for sure. And for checking out the stream for the first time, I'm really grateful. Really. Feel the love for sure. weird month. So glad to kind of be back. Hopefully, for the most part, at least for a bit. Gotta fix this collar here. It goes too far. You have to ask, does anyone in here use Spotify? Because I need to not feel alone in this. Is there shuffled like drunk? Like, it's like I feel like I get the same 6 songs. If I play like a playlist that's like 3 hours of music, like I get the same like 6 songs like over and over and over again. Like they keep playing the same ones, and then eventually they'll kind of sneak another one in, and then they'll do the same ones again, and it's just really infuriating. Like it's just like, I just want you to shuffle the songs. That's it. Shuffle the playlist, and like don't keep sharing with me the things that you think I want. Like, it's just so frustrating. Their shuffle function is like really bad. And I don't know if that's like intentional or if it's like a glitch and they just haven't fixed it. Like I don't know. Like, especially when you add that smart shuffle that they try to, where they like try to recommend songs to you. Like it really messes with your playlist like intensely. Probably gonna be wrapping up in a few minutes, but we'll be back Thursday with more of this piece. So if you like what you see, feel free to follow the channel and so you get notified when we go live. I usually stream, I try to stream Mondays and Wednesdays. This week we're doing Tuesday, Thursday. I'm kind of liking Tuesday, Thursday. I might change it. I don't know. I don't know what people like more for days of streams, but I don't know. I mean, if this is the energy of a Tuesday stream, I'm kind of digging it. Kind of, I don't know. But yeah, we'll be back Thursday this week with more of this painting. So if you like what you see, follow the channel. We usually stream at like 9 a.m. my time. I'm Eastern Standard Time, so 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you can't make the stream live, I try to put up the VODs at least on my YouTube channel. They're there, youtube.com/@creativeoutpouring. I don't know why they do that now. Probably too many YouTube users. Tripping right now. All right, see you later, Dave. Thanks for coming out, man. Glad you liked the stream. We'll see you next time. I have a bug under my monitor screen, just crawling up my monitor. It's like the tiniest bug. It's like a I don't know if it's like a gnat. I don't know what that is. It's tiny though. I thought it was like a fleck of dust. I tried to scrape it off. I couldn't. It's just crawling underneath my finger. It's trippy, dude. I haven't seen anything like that. I don't know how I got there. There must be like a split somewhere. Wild. Anyway. Little bit of texture here, Just because it's just so flat. And then we're going to kind of work back in those details. Yeah, that looks better. Still not exactly what I was thinking, so we're still going to kind of mess with it, I think. But, closer. Okay, I guess we'll stop there for today. Thank you all so much for coming by the stream. We'll be back Thursday, I'm hoping. Should be. Be back Thursday at the same time, 9 a.m. Probably go till about the same time too. But yeah, so if you want to follow me on Patreon, patreon.com/creativeoutpouring. I really appreciate it. You can click the thing below, but I'll put it here at the bottom here as well in case you want to follow it. You can follow it for free if you'd like, just to show your support, and or you can do a paid tier and get some extra stuff. Yeah, please feel free to check that out. I'm grateful for all your support. Thanks for coming out and check out the stream. We'll be back Thursday. Take care, everybody. Be kind, be well. Later.